Hello my beautiful people. Thank you all for your support in the comments on my BKDK video. It means a lot to me. And thank you to the people WHO donated. I appreciate it so much. I love you all so much. Kiss kiss. Oh come on. You say worse things to me. Ikora turned to face IWAOI, placing a hand on his hip, trying his best to be serious. Alright, we can ONL. Ha. But, let me finish. IWAOI shut his mouth almost instantly, turning all his attention to Ikora's next words. After the party, I want to enjoy this before I enjoy all of you. Ikora smiled, gesturing to IWAOI with his hands. Okay, fine, but if you want we can leave early. Hajime. Okay, sorry. He put his hands up in defense. Come on. Ikora grabbed IWAOI's arm, pulling him back to the dance floor. A few songs later, IWAOI had to drag Ikora away from the dance floor and out the front door for air. Oh come on. I need to breathe. IWAOI panted out, trying to even his breathing. He had great stamina, but when you're jumping around squished in between a bunch of sweaty drunk teens, it got pretty claustrophobic and way too hot fast. Did you want to leave now or star? No, we can go if you'd lick. He was cut off with Ikora laughing. So eager. He walked over, whispering into IWAOI's ear, placing a small kiss on his cheek and walking back inside. What a tease. IWAOI pouted, following his boyfriend back into the sea of loud people. Toru. Sugar shouted, trying to get past a few people blocking his way. Come, and bring Iwa. Ikora didn't even question it. He grabbed IWAOI, pulling him out of the crowd and following Sugar to a less crowded area, and then to a room. A huge room, a high-rise ceiling, a chandelier dangles from it, the white exterior matching the furnished room. A few steps from the entrance on the right was a door leading to a walk-in shower, and then another door next to it was a walk-in closet. Holy shit, this is huge. Is this Asahi's bedroom? Note: guest bedroom. Ikora and IWAOI looked at each other, completely flabbergasted. They were too busy looking around to even notice the group of people on the floor. Guys. Hey. What's going on here? Playing a game. Wanna join? Hell yeah, you in Iwa? Sure. The two walk over, joining the circle. Ikora sitting next to Sugar and IWAOI sitting next to Dachi. They exchange a small head nod before turning their attention to Kiryu and explain game rules. Okay, so basically we're going to play truth or dare. But only if the dare or truth is spicy. No middle school type shit, got it? If you're uncomfortable with this type of thing, you are more than welcome to sit out. He looked around the group, giving anyone an option to leave the circle. No one did. No surprises there. Okay, we will start here. Kiryu pointed at Bakuto, who looked eager to get the game started. Truth or dare? Dare. Alright, I dare you to kiss. I thought it wasn't supposed to be middle school level dares, bro. Shh.
I'm not finished.
Let me finish. I dare you to kiss the person you would fuck senseless.
I was not expecting that.
A few people seemed to have been taken aback by how unfazed Kiryu asked, as if he was asking someone how their day was. Simple as that. Bakuto seemed a little too tipsy to really think about it too much. He gave Kiryu a smile and put on a thinking face. Well, I don't really know a lot of you people here. Not like that would matter, if I had to choose. Bakuto turned to Sugar, who was sitting next to him. Everyone froze for a second before Bakuto quickly turned away from Sugar, placing a kiss on Akashi's lips. It was a quick kiss. When he pulled away, a blush flared over his face. Akashi tried speaking but was completely flustered, so he covered his mouth with the back of his hand, looking away from Bakuto and anyone who wanted to make eye contact with him. Wow, where is the surprise there? Next. Everyone was now invested in the game, taking sips of their drinks, leaning in, waiting for the next truth or dare. Alright, Sugar. Sugar leaned forward. Truth or dare? Truth. What is your number one kink? Oh god. Daichi shook his head trying not to blush already knowing the answer. What, it can't be like too extreme, it's Suga, right? Dachi stared Iwaizumi dead in the eyes and just smiled. Okay. Well, I'm a bit of a masochist. Suga took a swig of his drink, turning his attention making eye contact with Daichi. But I can pull out my list if you'd like to know everything I like, or ask Daichi, I don't mind. He winked. Everyone in the circle made some type of celebratory noise while the few people that were friends with Suga looked a little shocked but not too surprised. Damn. Alright, next is Oikawa. Truth or dare? Dare. Oh. Everyone cheered. Suga turned to face Oikawa, his expression in full thinking mode. I dare you to give Iwaizumi a lap dance. Oikawa let out a laugh that was drowned out by everyone's cheering in excitement. Oh fuck. Good luck, bro. Oikawa stood up from the floor. He stood in front of Iwaizumi putting his hand out. Iwaizumi took it. Oikawa pulled him up to his feet. Iwaizumi looked over at Suga. Thanks. He mouthed sarcastically. Suga smiled back. You're welcome, he mouthed back looking pleased with himself. Maki grabbed a chair from a table that was seated by the large window. He put it outside the circle but in front of everyone to the side so everyone got a good view of the show about to unfold. Oikawa pushed Iwa down into the chair, walking behind him. Madsen smiled, scrolling through his phone picking a song connecting it to the sound system set up in the room. Body Party Sire, a slowed instrumental started playing. Everyone was cheering and recording as Oikawa leant down placing a kiss on Iwaizumi's neck, his hands traveling down from Iwaizumi's shoulders and back up throwing a wink to the small crowd. He walked back in front of Iwaizumi biting his lip. He started feeling the music swaying his hips to the beat. He watched as Iwaizumi eyed his every move before the beat dropped. He steps closer putting his legs on either side. He begun rolling his body down to sit on Iwa's lap, earning a loud cheer from everyone in the room. Don't get hard, don't please. Was all that was running through Iwaizumi's head at the moment. The way Oikawa was moving on him in sync with the slow beats of the music was inebriating. Oikawa would run his hands along exposed chest, driving him to see stars. Iwaizumi watched as Oikawa slowly slid down off his lap kneeling in front of him. He felt Oikawa's hands travel up his thighs. Oh, fuck. He swore under his breath. His plans on not getting hard was failing quick as he felt himself slowly filling out. His face was becoming redder each move Oikawa would make in front of him. Oikawa stood again, hands on Iwaizumi's shoulders moving his hips. Iwaizumi couldn't help but place a hand on either sides of Oikawa's thighs giving them a small squeeze. Well fuck. Iwaizumi stood up, becoming eye level with him. He could hear everyone giggling and oohing at them but that was the last thing on his mind right now. He grabbed Oikawa throwing him over his shoulder. He couldn't be bothered to care about the fact everyone could properly see an outline of his slightly hard D.K. Party was great, but I have business to deal with. I'll shoot you a text later. He nodded to Daichi before walking out of the room like the boss he was, with Oikawa laying over his shoulder smiling like a mad person. He lifted his head as much as he could, throwing everyone a cute little wink. Everyone in that room was practically screaming by the time they got to the door. Iwaizumi basically shoved everyone out of his way walking to the front door. Holy shit, Iwa. Put me down. Like hell, I'm letting you go. Iwaizumi stood with his phone to his ear. What are you doing? We can't leave here. We were all staying Asugas. Next time. That was before you decided to be a little slut. Oh. Oikawa felt his stomach flush with butterflies. He knew what was going to happen, he just couldn't believe it was happening. It has been a while since Iwaizumi took control in their bedroom life, but tonight was the night that was happening. But Oikawa wasn't going to make it that easy for him. A good 4 minutes went by. Oikawa held his cheeks, pinching them and blowing strands of his hair out of his face. Not a word was exchanged from the two. Not until a taxi pulled up. It hadn't even stopped and Iwaizumi was already walking towards it. Taxi for Iwai. Yup. Iwaizumi grunted, pulling the car door open, practically throwing Oikawa in the back seat, his back hitting the car door. Iwaizumi slammed the car door a little aggressively. Where to? The nearest hotel. Okay, is the M. Is it closer than any other one? Well yes, but do you have that type of money for? Well, we're going there. Okay. Iwaizumi couldn't care less where it was. It was either a really expensive hotel room or the cheapest. It was either that or the backseat of this taxi. Iwa-chan? What? Well shit, he's pissed. Oikawa felt his face heat up. And it's fucking hot. Did I make Iwa-chan all pent up? Iwaizumi didn't even speak. He just threw Oikawa a look that spoke more than words could. Just as the taxi pulled into a park in front of a large hotel, the car parks were mostly taken. Iwaizumi leant over into the front seat, tapping his card on the FPAS machine attached to the car. Would he have found that a rude way to act under any other circumstance? Absolutely, but he couldn't care less really. There was one thing on his mind right then and there, and that is all that matters. Get out. He held the door open for Oikawa, who was taking his sweet time exiting the vehicle. He was only on his feet for a few seconds before back over Iwaizumi's shoulders. Iwa-chan. What, are you embarrassed? Yes, OMG, there are so many people. Or. He began walking towards the entrance and he could feel the eyes of people on him and Oikawa, but same thing again. He couldn't care less. The doors opened and he walked into the huge lobby and straight to the counter. Hajime, put me down. Number objects don't get to speak. Oh. One room please. How long are you two planning to stay? The lady at the front desk asked, looking concerned. Just for the night. Oh, are you passing through? Please just give me a key, thank you. Iwaizumi tried to be as polite as possible, but that was hard to do when he was sexually frustrated and just wanted to let it go. Okay, here you go, room 201, you can take the elevator up. Thank you. He took the key card and headed to the elevator behind them, the door immediately opening and he stepped in, pushing their floor number. Why do we have the highest floor? Probably because those were the only ones available. He put Oikawa down, pushing his back against the wall almost instantly. Oh, hello. Come here. Iwaizumi smashed their lips together, kissing Oikawa, roughly pulling a grunt from Oikawa. Fuhajhh. Iwaizumi pushed his knee between Oikawa's legs, closing even more space between them. Ding. They pulled away from each other, straightening their clothes as much as they could before a few people stepped in, only to give the disgusted looks immediately. Iwaizumi basically dragged Oikawa out of the elevator door, pulling him along behind him to find their door number. Ha. Found it. Iwaizumi scanned the door, it unlocked with a click and an obnoxiously loud beep. Oikawa waited for Iwaizumi to grab him or something, but instead he held the door open. Oikawa walked in, raising a curious eyebrow. Go sit. He sounded calm yet pissed at the same time, so Oikawa walked to the bed, sitting on the edge of the mattress. He watched as Iwaizumi grabbed the armchair that was in the corner of the room, moving it to sit in front of Oikawa. He sat on it, leaning back, watching as Oikawa fiddled with the fabric of his shorts. Red if you want me to stop, yellow if you need me to slow down, and green if everything is good, yeah? Oh, yes. Oikawa shook his head, trying to hide the smirk that crept onto his face. Iwaizumi noticed he huffed a small laugh out, smiling before his face became stoic again. Now here's how it's going to go. I'm gonna watch while you play. He leant forward, grabbing Oikawa's jaw rather roughly. Until you're begging for me to let you finish. And to F. You senseless. Yeah? Yes. Yes. What? Hajime leant back in his chair. Yes sir. That's better. Now get to it, don't make me wait.